I'm Jennifer Angel. This is my horoscope overview for the week of April the 13th. So it's certainly been a very interesting time. March was quite a confronting month, and put March down as a game changer month. And my article, if you haven't read it as yet, go on to newyorkdailynews.com/horoscope and have a read through of my overview for the whole month of April, which I'm calling a breakthrough month. I also have it on video as well if you'd rather listen than read. And last week we had, quite a lot of planetary interactions that would just help us push through. We've also had that lunar eclipse, which can bring things to a head. So I hope you all, got through that and survived that okay without too many bumps and bruises. And it did open some doorways and some opportunities for you. Now, this week, right at the start of the week, or pretty well around the start of the week, 14th, 15th, we've got Mercury, the communication planet, is on the move. It's going to move from the sign of Aries and into Taurus. So Taurus, it slows down a little bit, gives you some thinking time. It's a bit more grounded. So, at some positions the planets are more positive than others. But really, there's a plus and a minus for everything. So everything serves you in some way or another. So this allows you really to get your thoughts together and, think through where you are, where you want to be, and how you're going to go about getting there. Okay, the journey. It's all about the journey. So let's have a look at what else is happening. Pluto does enter a retrograde transit, and this is a 4-month transit. It will give you also time, and quite often, we see this layer upon layer that's happening and supports whatever's happening in the solar chart. And with Pluto going retrograde, and this is that the 17th, it looks like, so towards the end of the week, then that really gives you once again some thinking time, some time where you can clean out and have clean outs of people, situations, things, and just like fine tune and tweak and think about what's come to pass and how you can clear the road to go forward. So once again, it's all good. And then on the 18th, we've got the new moon in Aries. So, this is a new start. And so it's like what's come to pass, you can really just put that behind you. And, we're well into spring now. And let's hope that the weather in New York, anyway, it starts to get a little bit, finer. And it's an optimistic time of the year, certainly over here in the on the USA side of the world. So of course the other side of the world are heading into cooler months, and that can be nice too after a hot summer, certainly in Australia. Then moving on, also on the 18th, we've got Mars is going to square Jupiter. So this is a very strong will interaction between these two planets. And Mars is in the sign of Taurus. So there's a certain stubbornness there. There's a strong will with Mars anyway, and with it digs its heels in Taurus, then there's no moving. So what I'd like to say at this point is that my favorite saying, one of my favorite sayings, and that's to remember that the moment that you make yourself absolutely right, you make someone else absolutely wrong. Okay, some battles are worth going into, some aren't, and that's up to you to figure out which you need to, turn a blind eye and walk away from, and others that you're going to, sort of stand your ground and make your point known. And there's, pros and cons for both, and different situations require both. And once again, that's up to you to sort out which ones. But there's certainly the capacity here to have a very strong sort of face-off, you know, strong sort of opinions and get into sort of loggerheads there. So be careful of that. And if that's the way you do go, make sure it's worthwhile. And sometimes it is. All right, so shortly after that on the 19th, we've then got Mercury, communication planet, in a sextile with Neptune. So this is a much lighter energy. It's very imaginative, creative, intuitive. Your instincts can be heightened. So it's like what goes on during the week before that, because on the 19th we're now looking at the weekend. You know, you can then, a couple of days go by, you couple of sleeps, you sleep on it for a few you know, nights, you get a whole different perspective of what's going on, okay? And you want to pay attention to your intuition, because, you know, when you get that sort of nudging, it's generally right, okay? So you want to pay attention to what's happening there. Then we've got the Venus in a square to Neptune. Now, of course, a square is traditionally a confronting aspect, but between Venus and Neptune, not so much. It can, like, put you in a little bit of a cloud nine situation, or you want to sort of bring your feet back to earth. And, you know, it's nice to be idealistic, but it's also good to be realistic. So if you can just get it's some balance between there, but you know what? If it's just a time where you've got your head in the clouds and you're just having a nice time, well, that's good too. I'd go for that. Life is made up of memorable moments, and it's the memorable moments you just want to enjoy, you know, because life really is short. We watch the news every day and we see how short it is for some people. So, you know, it's important to enjoy every moment that you have, because, you know, once you start to, you know, get older, you realize that the youth really is wasted on the young, you know. And so that's the point, just to enjoy life as much as you can. All right, so let's go through now, and I'm going to do your individual reports on a separate report. And I want to just mention again that I'm not doing the monthly individual reports now. I just can't seem to fit it in my schedule. I'm so sorry. Just take considerable time to do the videos each week. So I've come back to what I was originally doing, and that's the weekly videos, because that's what everybody seems to like, and the monthly overview, and of course the weekly overview. So I hope everybody's all okay with that, and I hope you understand that why I'm dropping the month. And they didn't seem to be as popular. Plus, I simply don't have the time to do them justice. So I know there's lots of other astrologies that go really into depth on the monthly, so you can pick up your monthly there and then come back to me for your weekly, okay? Would love that. Thanks so much for your love and support, and I'm Jennifer Angel. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.